Kind of catchy, isn't it? Well, if you're a child in New Jersey, hide your guns. The City Council in Atlantic City has unanimously voted to ban selling or owning realistic-looking toy guns. The new law bans the sale or possession or use of any imitation firearms which aren't bright fluorescent colors or transparent. Anyone caught with an illegal toy gun can face a fine and even jail time. Political commentator Bob Parks joins us now from Washington, D.C. Bob, this includes cap guns. I got a little paper cap gun here. Now, the story I have says it's only metal cap guns, but I might get arrested with this little thing, right? From the dollar store?
Well, again, this is a Jersey thing, so we'll preface it with that. But, you know, what happened to childhood? I mean, we had these toy guns. It was never a problem, but I think it's just another symptom of what I and a lot of other people are terming the wussification of boys. Because you can chew a Pop-Tart into the shape of a gun in this country, and an elementary school kid got suspended for chewing a Pop-Tart into the shape of a gun. One of my favorite toys when I was growing up was, we all had the cap guns, and the cap guns were fine, but one of the favorite toys I had was I actually found a replica, a plastic replica, it looked really cool, and it was a .45 automatic. I had the coolest gun playing cops and robbers. But now you can't do that. You can't play tag in school. You can't play dodgeball in school. It's just a total wussification. And it comes back, I think, to the agenda of trying to save society from itself and do away with all guns. But again, with all of these kinds of things that are trying to make us all feel good, you can take the guns away from the law-abiding, but how they never tell you how they're going to get the guns away from the bad guys. And so now a toy gun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was doing some quick research, trying to do a quick search and find out this rash of gun-related robberies in New Jersey with toy guns. Couldn't find any.
So the toy guns now, in most places, they come with the little, it's got to be orange or red, bright fluorescent tip on it. But now this whole thing has to be bright red. I remember as a kid, I went down to Disney, and we hit up Pirates of the Caribbean. We walked out, my brother and I, with toy muskets and the wooden pistols, the type they would have used on the old pirate ships. They don't look like anything that you use to hold up a store. Went back 2 years ago with my kids. Guess what? You can't get those now. They're bright red because they're worried that someone's going to have these imaginary robberies going on. Here's what's scary, though, Bob. Councilman Tibbet in Atlantic City says, we've gotten a lot of phone calls from D.C. and Philadelphia. This is catching on. So it could spread to where you live.
Well, it could. And, what can you say about the intelligence of the government elite? But at the same time, where is the evidence that there's this epidemic of robberies, of armed robberies with the use of realistic toy guns? Again, I think it's just another symptom of just trying to get the boys to wear the girly, the pants, the thin pants, and try to just wussify. Forgive me if there's anybody at Sun News who wears those, but, it's just the wussification of boys. That's all it is.
All right. Well, the police chief says, no, it's something different. He says that you walk into some of these toy stores, and I don't know, maybe you got different toy stores. He says you walk into some stores, it actually looks like you're walking into a real gun shop. That's James Sarkos, Atlantic City Police Lieutenant. Sorry, not police chief. Do you guys have different toy stores that I haven't heard of? I mean, you go walk into a Toys R Us, you walk into a Walmart, you can find these things, but I don't see whole stores that look like an armament supply store anywhere that I go.
No, and I'll tell you what, if I had if my sons were, we took the Wayback Machine and my sons were young again, and we walked into a toy store, besides the Nerf guns, okay, which are fluorescent orange and cool because they shoot the Nerf bullets, if they wanted to buy a toy gun, are they going to want the bright yellow ones and with all the nice fluorescent colors, or they're going to want something that looks kind of real? And if I was that age, I would want the real looking one too. whether or not they terrify a police chief or a police sergeant who walks in and sees them, I think that these officers are supposed to be trained well enough that they can see a gun that either goes pow or goes click click when you it's a toy. Again, I don't know what the total reasoning for this. It doesn't seem like it's really been that thought out, except for just probably appeasing an agenda.
Well, I think it comes down to, as it often does with progressives, it feels right, so therefore it must be right, and facts be damned. Bob, great talking as always. We'll chat soon.